That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction
Mondays.
Monday.
All righty. What do you got over there?
What's up, guys?
Oh, boy.
Everybody
Hey,
good?
Chris, what up, though?
Hey, TJ. How's it going, man?
cracking,
Great
man.
fight. Bud Crawford, what's
Oh,
up?
man.
You know what? We all got a big scare last week in Cincinnati. That Joe Burrow thing, the video, non-contact, pretty scary. But just in case, maybe for some Burrow insurance, the Bengals should trade for Trey Lance ASAP.
No, they should not. They should not trade for Trey Lance.
What if Joe Burrow gets hurt? You going to roll out Trevor Siemian when you're ready to win a Super Bowl?
As a Jet fan, I am 1,000,000% totally on board with that. And I'm a Northwestern guy like Trevor Siemian. It didn't work out and has never worked out. That is not
going to work out.
That is not a 17-game, 18-week, hey, let's just hope he's Nick Foles, Jeff Hostetler rolled into one. That is a tall order, I would think. But we don't know. That's the whole thing about this Burrow injury. I put out there, hey, here's the first 4 weeks of the season for the Bengals, just in case several weeks, which is what Zach Taylor referred to, how long this injury will take to heal, suddenly bleeds into the first month of the season. And I got pushback from Bengals Nation saying, well, 6 weeks from now is at Cleveland for the opener, isn't it? I'm like, well, wouldn't it be a 4 to 6 week announced injury if it is just 4 to 6 weeks? You're putting several weeks out there just to keep, people guessing if he's going to play week 1 or not? So Trey Lance needs a ton of reps, and you're not just going to bring him in and get him up to speed in a total new offense in your way of doing things right now in hopes of Burrow. And then then you sit him? Then you sit him until, when Burrow comes back? I don't know. I think that's an overreaction at the moment. And because if he blew his Achilles out, then I'd have to sit here and think seriously about that. But he's also Trevor Siemian is way more experienced than Trey Lance. And Trey is a different quarterback than Burrow.
A little more explosive than Trevor Siemian.
I get it, but you have to also reconfigure the way you do things there.
Maybe not. Joe Mixon,
that's
Chase.
That's a tall order.
T. Higgins.
What else, Chris?
It's just going to talk about the running back thing for a second. Jonathan Taylor, I think the Colts should trade him right now while he still has value.
No chance. It's just never going to happen. They don't.
Trade him.
To who? For what?
A team that needs a running back.
Why?
Because
he's going to hold out? Because he's not going to play? He's going to sit at home and forego, and his contract will not toll, and he's going to be a restricted free agent next year instead of being unrestricted? No way. And they know that. That whole NFI stuff is just nuts. But that's just another way of saying, the kid from Wisconsin needs a wake-up call. That this is the leverage. That you either play for us or not at all. Which is why Jim Irsay went with, we could all die, and when we all die, the league will go on. Oh, God. Be more depressing.
Kyle Shanahan.
Jeez. I know. They're not trading him. Not now and not in October, exclamation point, as Jim Irsay texted Albert Breer, who's on tomorrow's program. What else, Chris?
This one might be a little spicy, but I did notice over the weekend that Zeke Elliott was visiting New England.
Yes, indeed.
Which was pretty interesting. Got me to raise some eyebrows. I was like, okay.
Yes.
Thinking about it, talking myself into it. If he does sign with the Pats, Zeke Elliott, more touchdowns this year than Tony Pollard. Got to think of him in that LeGarrette Blount.
I know,
red
but
zone
Ramondre
role.
Stevenson, you're not going to give it to him either? It's not going to be some vulturing there either?
I think we're going to have a kind of a three-man backfield in New England.
I'll say that's not an overreaction. I'll say that is definitely... I can't sit here and say that's impossible. Can't sit here and say that. Ramondre suddenly shows up as questionable on an injury report, which happens every now and then in New England.
3 TDs one day.
I hear you.
Could be fun.
I think Zeke, in the hands of Belichick, Bill O'Brien, would be a fantastic development for you and Patriots Nation, and also just an intriguing combination because you know that guy is as fundamentally sound as possible. Belichick must look at him and just go, I love this guy.
Yeah. Pass protect.
Oh, my gosh.
Catch the ball out of the backfield.
Oh, absolutely. The quick game wouldn't effing suck if that happens. So
I got to imagine the quick game is not going to suck.
Okay. All right.
I'm kind of hoping. I don't know. Hey, I was reading some stuff out of Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Culture shock, everybody's
How
saying.
about that?
The laissez-faire attitude of Cliff Kingsbury, no more.
Sitting there without his...
Jonathan Gannon, you're 30 seconds late. You're out. Door shut. You're fined. I was like, whoa.
So what is it? Kingsbury is just like be as late as you want?
I guess.
Is that what it
Or
was?
it's just kind of like, hey, whatever. It's all
Okay,
good.
sure. Okay.
Arizona, I know we all think they're going to have to be the number one pick this year, right?
Yes.
They're got to be the favorite. They are not going to come in last in the NFC West.
Okay. Dude, just sell your Rams tickets. Just sell them. Sell them if you don't want to go and you don't believe in them. Just sell your tickets. Sell them.
I didn't say the Rams were coming in last.
Oh, who's coming in last? Seattle?
They already have running back issues.
Oh,
Who's
get
carrying
outta
the
here.
ball?
Get
Zach
outta
Charbonnet, shoulder injury. Kenneth Walker, groin. He's out several weeks. What's going? Geno Smith is
Okay.
not going to be whatever he was last year. Amazing.
Yeah.
Comeback player of the year from the bench.
Seattle has no history of getting a third, fourth stringer 1,000 yards. None at all. You want to introduce you to the Chris Carson of 2023, whoever that is?
That's fair.
Whoever it is, they have him. I'm not worried about that.
Arizona not last. But weird stuff happens every year, man.
Put the Cardinals
Weird
schedule
stuff
up.
happens
Will you
every
please?
year.
And you know I'm
Colt McCoy magic.
I don't.
For the first thing. Kyler Murray's ready
Colt
week
McCoy,
one.
Colt McCoy is somebody who can get you through 6 weeks. I agree. The Cardinals schedule, brother. They've got home games against the Giants and the Cowboys before they're at San Francisco. They start at Washington, which is a total shrug emoji team.
We don't know what that team's
None
gonna
at
be.
all.
Right.
Maybe Burrow's back for week 5. Cincinnati at home, at the Rams, at Seattle, home for Baltimore. These are very difficult games to win with your backup quarterback, and I don't think they're going to. What's more likely? As you know, I like to push back. Kyler Murray doesn't play at all this season, and we're wondering about what the Cardinals do with Caleb Williams sitting out there, or they finish third or better in their division. Okay,
Third or better. I mean,
let's move on.
Kyler Murray's not going to play all year.
Not if they're 1-6, 1-7. Are you going to rush him back? If he's
Rush him back 9 months is week 1. All right.
What else?
While it's awesome, seeing all the clips and the verbal barbs, Sean Payton and Rodgers should probably stop talking.
Well, Sean Payton has.
Let's calm down.
Sean Payton has, and Rodgers said his piece once. Well, so
I think that's going to
what
get
do you mean?
replayed on Hard Knocks. I mean,
I'm
come
sure
on.
it will be. So, and Sean Payton said it, and Eve said it was a mistake, and he's moved. He's not saying another word. All I know is
What do they play? Week 5 or week 4? Week 5.
with the Jets starting at the Bills. I mean, with the Jets starting home against the Bills at Dallas, and then finishing up those first two with New England visiting, and then Kansas City visiting, and then that Week 6 game with Philadelphia visiting before the bye. Their game at Denver was totally lost in the shuffle.
And now it's
not
now.
any more. That game, I imagine, is going to be a late window on CBS. Nance and Romo might not have been there. They are now. And it'll be non-stop questions all week long, and I'm sure Sean Payton was like, guys, asked and answered. I've moved on. Maybe the Jets make Nathaniel Hackett available that week. I don't know. But they won't say another word, both guys.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't think so. I mean, we're as you know,
Rodgers
Sean
going on Pat
Payton,
tomorrow?
friend of the program.
I
I
don't
mean, he'll go on and Pat will ask, and maybe he'll say one more thing on it. Or I said enough, or he'll go in one more time. Whatever.
Not helping the cause to keep talking.
Whatever Aaron wants.
If both of these teams are 1-3 at that point, do we care about this?
Oh yeah. Because the loser
now
goes to
it's
1-4.
losers 1-4.
Now it's on and
circling
cracking.
the train.
Oh my gosh.
Probably care more.
Get out of here.
Probably care more if they're 1-3.
TJ.
Just a question.
My gosh. It's like you've never been a Cowboy fan ever.
I've never been 1-3. No.
What? Like it's great if they win. It's great if they lose for the talking about it. You got one more item over
Couple
there?
baseball things, trade deadline. Very, 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 very close. Man, sorry, TJ, your Mets have imploded. If the Astros get Verlander, Astros World Series favorites?
For getting there for the American League or winning it all?
Winning the whole thing.
Dude.
If they get Verlander, they're hot.
I got it. I know.
Defending champs.
I know.
Verlander goes home.
Verlander's hot a little bit.
Atlanta still plays baseball, right? The Braves still play baseball?
So good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No. They would be favorites out of the American League. Right. Unless, the Rays or the O's or
Rangers.
They might be without Heim. They're behind the plate for the rest of the year, too. They're hoping 2 to 3 weeks of just rest will do what surgery might have to take care of. So, sure, it's not an overreaction to say that. What else?
I was going to troll you with the Yankees, but I'm not going to.
Do it. Go ahead.
No, I'm not going
Go
to.
ahead.
I'm not going to. I think the Angels could win the AL. Angels could win the pennant. They're making moves. They got Lucas Giolito. They got a couple of bats. They're making moves. They're showing Ohtani, hey, look, we're trying to win around you. Trout's coming back. Why can't they get hot and go on a run?
Why not? Agreed.
Is it better for baseball if the Angels make the World Series?
Of course it is. Is it better for baseball?
Angels-Braves World Series. How awesome is that?
Is it better for baseball that Shohei Ohtani plays games that matter deep into October? Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And Mike Trout. We need it.
Yeah.
We need it. I'm
I'm with you. That's not you can't say that it's an overreaction at all.
Angels.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.